Hi everyone, it's Angela from She Simply Impacts, and I have the fabulous Mary Wong with me, and she runs two segments on the platform. She runs leadership, and then the following week she runs a segment called Storytime. So she's going to share her passion for the segment of Storytime and what the participants can get out of it. Take it away, Mary.
So story time, a lot of people think that they don't have a story or that they can't write a story. But we all know that stories are really important if you're marketing or if you're talking about yourself, anywhere within your business or in life. Stories are the things that connects us, that makes us memorable. So people just remember who we are, what we're about, and it deepens our connections with the people around us. So stories are really important to be able to share our stories and to write our stories and to speak our stories is super, super important. So the thing that we do in story time is we help you create your story. Now, that doesn't mean that we're helping you make up a story. What it means is we're helping you articulate that story, whether it be in the spoken word or the written word, in a way that connects really deeply, that's easy to share, that's memorable, that has impact, that does all the things that you want that story to do for you. So that's what we do. And, you know, I was just saying to Angela earlier that a lot of people don't think they can write, but writing's just a spoken word on paper. That's all it is. A lot of people think they can't write because they've had experiences at school, stuff like that, because with a teacher saying, you know, that grammar's terrible, or you haven't put your punctuation in the right place, or you've spelt that incorrectly. So a lot of people go, oh, I can't write, because they have this, you know, throwback to that. But the truth of it is that every one of us can write, and there are tools that do editing for you. There are tools that do spell checking. There are tools that put your grammar in the right and your punctuation in the right place. So don't let any of that hold you back. It's not about that at all. It's about sharing your thoughts, whether it's in paper or in words, in a story format, so that it connects and really helps people remember you, what you're about, and, you know, forms a relationship. Nice deep one. That's what we want, right?
Absolutely. So, Mary, would the participants bring a story that they want to workshop potentially? So, would it be a forum where, let's say, I want to get better at storytelling? So, would I come
Yeah.
with a story in mind, and then I could tell it, and then you would give me feedback? Is that how it would work? Or I could share
You
what?
can. So there's two different ways we can go about it. So it depends on who's there in the session, obviously, because we work with whoever's in the session and what they want. Sometimes people come along going, I don't have a story. And I have a really cool process when I work with people who think they don't have a story. I've had people in tears going, oh my God, I never realized that I had that story. And it was just that we'd worked our way through the process of me asking questions, and they gone, you know, just given honest answers from the heart. And then all of a sudden I've put it all together and gone, did you realize da 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 da? And I've spoken their story back to them, and they've gone, oh my God, it's so true. Everything's true. I didn't even realize I had that story. So sometimes it's about that. Sometimes it's about, look, I've got a story, but it's just not seems nobody really seems to find it that interesting. So I don't think it's very exciting at all. But, you know, can we do something to make it sound better, make it work better? And sometimes that's just about finding ways to twang the emotions and increasing things like visual things or descriptive things that make that story come more to life. There's a whole lot of different little processes. So yes, they can come with a story, or yes, they can come without a story and go, this is the outcome I want. I'm trying to work on something. Sometimes it's because want to write a blog, and they're trying to find a story that works with the blog. They want a particular blog on a particular subject and go, but I don't have any stories for it. And
Yeah.
that's where we can go, all right, I ask certain questions, and suddenly they go, oh, it was X that happened. And then we refine that story, and they've got the story ready to go. So that's what it's
Amazing.
all around, you know,
That
that
sounds
sort of thing.
great. Great, because I know for myself, you know, I really want to get better at storytelling. I wouldn't say I'm a particularly, well, firstly, I don't practice that much. And secondly, I just I think I just don't tell story. Like my friend came around for dinner, and she is a brilliant storyteller, and she came just spontaneously to pop in, and then she stayed for dinner. And throughout the dinner, she gave, just 2 stories, and she's just so good at it, and it just comes out naturally. And, I think that is because stories like Stephen Bartlett from The Diary of a CEO, I mean, he is a brilliant story. The world is your oyster when you're a good storyteller. Really, that's what it comes down to.
You know, what's really interesting, and you said you don't tell stories, but I've had you on a podcast with me, and you've shared so many stories on that podcast without even realizing you're doing it. And quite often it's because we get in our own head and go, oh, no, I'm not good. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
we hold ourselves back without even realizing we're doing it because we've decided we're not good.
Yes.
But
So
I know that you tell stories. You tell them quite regularly. You just don't realize you're doing it.
see, I'm a victim of this, ladies. Look, I think I really have this view of myself that I'm not very good and I need to get better at storytelling. And you see, so this is what the session is about. It's about getting our limiting beliefs off the table and actually getting into the job of, how can we connect emotionally with our audience? And Mary is
With a little bit of facilitating to draw it out even more so it makes it work even better. Flip
amazing.
it around.
That's great. Thank you so much, Mary. It's such a valuable session, and ladies, take advantage of it. Absolutely take advantage of it. So thank you so much. Take care and bye for now. Bye, Mary.
Bye, Ange.